Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and in this video I am going to do an everyday makeup look using cream-based products, and I'm going to mostly feature these Laura Geller Made to Multitask eye, lip, and cheek palettes. If you're new here, welcome. I'm 54 years old and on my channel I do a lot of beauty products, reviewing different products, especially recently Laura Geller, Bare Minerals, etc. And the last couple of years, I've actually found that I am really liking cream-based products. And even on my skin, which is mature, oily, I find it is a really nice look and a very natural look. I am not one to wear a ton of foundation. Most days I don't use foundation. I'm not going to use foundation today. I don't, apply eyelashes and all of those things. So, I mean, if you do, that's fine, but that's just not my look. I'm just going for an everyday look. So this can come together very quickly. Please feel free to check out some of my other videos on beauty products. I do sort of wear tests and things like that. So gonna get started today though. Gonna get my hair out of my face. And I'm gonna start with Laura Geller's Spackle Primer, Skin Perfecting Primer. Just as a nice little base. I had already moisturized a while ago, but I thought I don't have every single Laura Geller product, so I'm going to use what I have. But as an example, I don't have concealer by her, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my old standby. I will list obviously everything that I'm using, but where I have Laura Geller, I will use it. And again, the main purpose of this is to use these palettes that are cream-based. So I'll show you, I have a couple of them. One is in Think Pink, and that one, that fell apart, unfortunately. And then the other one is called Natural Born Beauty. So here's this one, those shades. So that's what we're gonna utilize on the eyes, lips, and cheeks. But we're going to start with concealer. So I will use this Be Bright Kokie Professional Illuminating Concealer. I like this a lot. I forget where I first heard about it, but I ordered it on Amazon and I've actually reordered. So I always know I like something if I reorder it, because I don't know where else you would buy this. I have no idea if this is something that's in like Ulta or anything like that, but I really liked it. When I do concealer, I really try to focus on the inner area of the eye because I feel like that's where the shadows and shade, kind of the discoloration, is concentrated. So I'm not going to load up a bunch of concealer right under my eye. That just will lend itself to being a mess later and just looking worse. So two things with this. I just get this patted in, focusing on the inner corner to kind of like counter or cancel out that shading. I pat it over my eyelid, serve as sort of a primer, I guess, and then just sort of pat out the rest. All with my fingers typically. I sometimes will use a brush, but mostly fingers. And then for my actual concealer that I'm going to use, I use Covergirl stick concealers. Again, I think you can control the product that you're using and just dab it on where needed. So this is one of these things where I'm just spot concealing. I'm not trying to load up. So I will mostly use the shade medium. I also have the shade Neutralizer, which is kind of the same as like using a translucent powder. So I'm just gonna spot this. I'm gonna take a look and see where I need to spot conceal. My mirror's over here. Kind of focus around the mouth. I noticed I woke up with a couple of things right there, which I feel like that I usually attribute that to diet. I'm trying to figure out what that was about. I did have wine last night. I don't know if that was it, but I don't know. Any of you that are, I'm 54. Sometimes when I have wine anymore, sometimes I'm fine. Sometimes it does not sit well with me. Like my stomach hurts. And so I'm having some licorice root tea. I've heard that can be helpful for like stomach gastritis, ulcers, things like that. It's a very different taste if you've never had that. So this is what I do. I'm just going to blend this in now. To blend this, I like this Tarte double-ended brush I've had for a long, long time. You can use a thinner one too, use whatever you want. You could even use your fingers, but I just get a mirror here so I can see up close, make sure it does get blended in so I don't have any like clumps of concealer anywhere. And just kind of make sure all the spots that I want a little bit of concealer. The problem with these mirrors that give you too up close, sometimes you see a little too much. This is very similar to like painting and drawing. You got to remember sometimes to take a step back and assess, because when you look up close, like in these mirrors, very humbling. But I do also want it to look, I should say too, I want it to look okay, like out in person. If I'm out with people out eating, you know, I don't want it to just look like I'm caked with makeup. So this is a very soft, natural. And if you don't like skin showing through, you obviously could put on some foundation. But again, I don't mind. Isn't that crazy? I'm 54 years old, still getting breakouts. So if my daughters are watching, see, I do get them. So I'm gonna dab a little bit of the Neutralizer shade on that one that I can feel it with my fingers. Okay, assessed. All right. And that is all I do for like the base layer. We're gonna go right on in with these two little palettes that I showed you. So essentially here's the colors that I'm working with today. I'm gonna use combinations from both of these, okay? This one is more warm neutral. This one is got a pinkier tone, which I'll use for the blush, but I'm gonna use this darkest, coolest first as the contour shade, and just pull out like a kind of dense, this is a Real Techniques kind of dense brush I use for cream products. Gonna pick up, this has some, looks like it has some blush on it or something, but I'm gonna go right in. Whoa, 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 too much, too much. All right, that's all right. We will work with that. Jeez, Pete's, okay. A lighter hand this time, go back in, and I like to still kind of tap it where the sun hits the face. And blend this in. And then I'm gonna go in with, trying to look here. I'm actually gonna kind of do a combo of these two different like warmer, bronzier tones from both palettes and make it like the bronzer. So I'm just gonna tap it and just kind of go right above where I did the darker shade. Just do that again over here. And again, over the nose, kind of stippling, kind of make it bring it down a little bit. And then I'm going to use this pink tone for the blush. So same thing. I'm really bummed that this one broke because I don't think I ever got a chance to use it. I'm tentative with this blush. This one will be more apples of the cheek. I need more. I was afraid it was going to be too. Okay, and bring that on up. Ooh, this one isn't quite as pigmented as that first contour. This comes together very quickly, especially if you're not sitting here tapping like I am. And again, where the sun hits, I like that look. Not everybody does. And I think this is okay for starters. Lastly, I think I'm going to go ahead and tap in this lighter kind of shimmery color and just see if I can pop it up there. Because I'm not working with any like powdery eyeshadows today, so I don't have to worry about fallout and wiping that stuff away, all that I normally do. So I can go ahead and put that on. I want to, now that I have this on, I feel like it's too, I need a little bit more contour, I guess is what I'm saying. So I'm going to try tapping with my finger just and really kind of going right under the cheekbone, and then I have a round face, so I can't expect miracles, but I wanted a little bit more definition. All right, we'll do that for now. All right, so now what I will do, this is where if you want to put just a touch of powder on, you can. You certainly don't have to if you're not as shiny, but I am. And I just feel like it'll be better if I do. Although I've surprised myself and not used powder before, as oily as I get. And I don't know that I necessarily I'm any oilier without the powder. I think it's just kind of built into what I should be doing. So a couple of things. If you have the Laura Geller, like I don't have a Laura Geller just pressed powder, like a finishing powder. Oh my goodness, I can't get this open. All I have from her are the Baked Balance and Brighten like powder foundations. And I have light and medium. Because I'm trying to feature her products, I feel like I should go with this. But honestly, I would probably normally just top on the T-Zone my Covergirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. I like this one a lot. But for the sake of this video, I am going to go in with one of these and just tap to kind of, you know, take care of a little bit of shine, hopefully. Like I said, I have both medium and light. I'm going to try light. See how this, just gonna tap. I'm not gonna do this whole, you know, swirling around. Just through the T-zone, and as I like step back where I see shine. So actually, I'm gonna go over my eyelids just to sort of set, so I can put some color up there, and maybe right down where I have the concealer. And that's it. I do think that makes a difference. Like initially, it's taking care of shine, so that is good. And then let's figure out the eye situation. I think for the eyes, I'm going to keep it very neutral, soft. So I think we're going to go back to this Natural Born Beauty palette for the eyes. I'm going to try all of them. And what I suggest with cream eyeshadows, you get it like you can use your finger. I dedicate a specific like denser eye brush for cream eyeshadow because I find it's easier to work with and move around cream products. Don't know how this is going to go, so we are going to find out. I'm going to put this darkest shade that I've used as like a contour down and a little bit more, and then we're gonna like kind of work it in, spread it out. Just up, over. I feel like some of my light is blocked over here because I have this big mirror, but I need a mirror to work with. So, all right, and then the only other thing I think, because this color here is too peachy for the eye, I don't want to do that. I'm going to utilize this lighter color that I kind of put as a highlight up here. I am going to first dip my finger in it. There it is. And plop it down the inner corner. Do that over here. Actually, I'm going to kind of use it as a transition type shade. So just going to work this in, light hand, blending out. All right, I think I need to look at my mirror up close to see how this is looking, but here it is for you. And I just need to make sure I've got it blended. Yeah, I think that's okay. Press in, I've got some underneath there. All right, so next up is just gonna be some eyeliner, and strangely enough, I have Laura Geller eyeliner. I have a whole pack of like different shades. So I have black and I have brown. Just because the eye is so subtle today, as is, I think I'm going to use the black eyeliner just along the upper lash line just to provide a little bit of depth and definition. This is the Laura Geller gel eyeliner. And again, I'm using black. I think I messed up. It's all right, we'll cover it. But there's eyeliner, no eyeliner. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Go in on the other side. Find this darker color on the outer corner. Just kind of melts it in with the eyeliner, so to speak. And then do the same with the lighter shade, the inner corner again. I think the eyes are done. I'm going to use a little spongy thing just to make sure I got it blended a little bit. I'm going to apply mascara. Today I do not have Laura Geller mascara. I did for a while. I've used it up. I'll be honest, I thought her mascara was just okay. So today I'm using Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara in black, jet black. The final step for me is just to comb through my eyebrows. Beautiful day outside here. I hope it is wherever you are as well. Okay, last step. The only lip product I have by Laura Geller. Oh, well, not the only. We're supposed to use these. Forgot. These are also double as lips. So I have a topper lip gloss that I will use. Let me go ahead and try. I have mascara all over me. I'm going to try this peachy number and top it with the gloss that I have. So dab this on with my finger. This is very neutral peach. You know what? I may add a little bit of this. Let me see how this one is. Okay. Topping that with the pink shade that I used for the blush. It's a little more color. Now we will top with the lip gloss. This is just Laura Geller Rose Garden Glossy Fine Shine Glossy Lip Oil. I do think this is needed because I feel like these creamy products on your lips, they just feel a little like dry. You know, this will make it feel better. Okay, let me take my headband out and come back, show you the finished look in front of the window. All right, back with the finished look. This is just a very natural, everyday look. This is featuring all cream-based products, and really highlighting the Laura Geller eye, lip, and cheek cream products. So if you've been wondering about cream products, are they for you? Give them a try. They look very nice, very natural. Don't know if they're my favorite cream products of all time, but keep watching because I'm sure to share more, especially some of my favorites that I find. But again, I think looks pretty good and natural, and you can feel good about, you know, like for my job, I'm on camera, and then also being out, you know, running errands and seeing other people later on. It doesn't look unnatural, heavy, anything like that. So there you have it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.